Are you feeling you are on a roller coaster with your partner? Awareness is a powerful tool. Most of us think our map of the world is the way it is. Is it so? World is definitely different than the map, isn't it? We think, I know what makes me feel loud. That must be what works for everyone else. We forget that each person is different. It's only how we see the people. There is an interesting thing that develops in relationship. I'm going to unlock all those things. Before moving on, if you like my video, please like, subscribe and press bell icon to get all the updates. In the very beginning of our relationship, the stage we call courting, we are very mobilized, active. So how do we let people know that we love them? During courting or initial stage of love, we do it all. We show our love to each other by taking to places, giving gifts, we express love to each other, we touch each other. Now as time goes on, do we still do all the three? No, not at all. Some couples do. They are the exceptions, not the rule. Now, do we love the person any less? Of course not. We just are not as expressive anymore. We feel comfortable in the relationship. So, how do we now communicate our feelings of love? Probably just as we would like to receive it. If so, what happens to the quality of the feelings of love in the relationship? Let's take a look. I want to put an insight on 3 types of love strategies that are auditory, visual and kinesthetic. Let me explain. If a husband has an auditory love strategy, how is he most likely to express his love to his wife? By telling her, I love you, of course, isn't it? But what if she has a visual love strategy? So her brain causes her to feel deeply loved only after it receives certain visual stimuli. What will happen as time goes by? Neither member of this relationship is going to feel totally loved. When they were courting, they did it all, showed, told and touched and triggered each other's love strategies. Now, the husband comes in and says, I love you, honey. She replies, no, you don't. He asks, what are you talking about? How can you say that? She may say, you never bring me flowers anymore. You never take me places with you. You never look at me in that special way. What do you mean, look at you? He may ask. I'm telling you, I love you. She is no longer experiencing his deepest feelings or being loved because the specific stimulus that triggers that feeling is no longer being consistently applied by her husband. Or consider the opposite. The husband is visual and the wife is auditory. He shows his wife he loves her by bringing her things, taking her places, sending her flowers. One day she says, you don't love me. He is upset. How can you say that? Look at this home I have bought for you, all the places I take you. She says, yeah, but you never say you love me. I love you, he screams in a tonality not even close to her strategy. As a result, she does not feel loved. Or how about one of the greatest mismatches of all time, a kinesthetic man and a visually oriented woman. He comes home and wants to hug her. Don't touch me, she says. You are always grabbing at me. All you want to do is hunker down and hug. Why can't we go some places? Look at me before you touch me. Do any of these scenarios sound familiar? Can you see now how a relationship you had in the past ended because in the beginning you did it all, but as time went, you began to communicate love in one way and your partner needed it in another or vice versa. Now that you know how to know a love strategy, sit down with your partner and find out what makes him or her feel totally loved. How to trigger your feeling totally loved. This understanding can bring a lot of changes in the quality of your relationship. Try this and all the best. Thank you.